Good evening and welcome to the Temple of Tomes with your host, Indie Comics Jones. Hope you guys are doing great today. I'm doing really well. The heat is on here in Texas. Oof. We're mid-90s today. It's going to be mid-90s for the next 4 or 5 months. Well, at least the next week for sure. I'm sure I'll get up into the hundreds when we hit July and August a few times. It gets very hot here. It stays hot here all through October usually, but we're kind of hunkered down during the summer. It's kind of the opposite of Minnesota, where you hunker down in the winter. Here we hunker down in the summer and just stay indoors. And they've got great air conditioning in Texas, and things are going good. I'm still working from home, not giving up the day job. The channel's doing okay, I guess. If I get 50 videos uploaded, I think I'll have 50 views. So I average about 1 view per video. So this is episode number 16. And I was going to say, I just got done enjoying the exotic taste of China. And we ate at, or I brought home Panda Express tonight. So last time I was in Hong Kong didn't end so well, sliding down the Himalayas in a raft into India. But hey, what can I say? This morning took a walk, by the way. I saw a copperhead. I wasn't sure if it was a copperhead or not, but I got kind of a bad photo of it and sent it to my friend at work that is into that kind of stuff. And he said, "Yeah, it's a copperhead. You should have killed it." I was like, well, I can't tell sometimes what it was, but I was pretty sure it was probably poisonous. It wasn't a me or him situation, so I let it go and kind of scurried off into the brush. But it was sitting there right on the sidewalk. It was kind of not scary. It was just kind of like, oh, what's that? But anyway, survived that one. Hey, today we're going to talk about the brand new Birds of Prey. It just came out yesterday. I went to the comic book shop and picked it up. I wasn't sure what to get. The selection was really low, a lot lower than I expected. The shop owner had said last week that he expected 3 times the new releases that he had last week, but it didn't pan out. So I think he said he had 48 new books, and that's including the variant covers. And that Catwoman 80th anniversary came out. I did not pick that up. I'm kind of soured on those big anniversary issues. The stories are just kind of not for me. They're just kind of more of a tribute to the character. So I passed on that one. I didn't open it up and look at it, but I was assuming it would be something similar. Okay, we got the Birds of Prey here. This is DC Black Label. It's $10 out the door. It's 95 pages. The writer was Brian Azzarello. Brian Azzarello. The pencils were done by Emmanuel Lupicino. Ray McCarthy on inks. Trish Mulvihill and John Krause were the colorists. And Steve Wands is the beaver. Oh, no, we're not kidding. I always wanted to say that. He's on the letters. Okay. Overall, this comic was a real slow starting comic. I was thinking, after about a third of the way through that I had really made a mistake in purchasing this one. As you can see, the cover is really nice. Three main superheroes together, and this is one of the groups of gangs that they will be fighting within. It's a Mexican cartel, and their assassins all have tatted up like Day of the Dead type theme. Okay, so let's get into a little bit. First of all, I want to say the artwork was magnificent. I really enjoyed the artwork. That's what kind of hurt, because the story and the dialogue just really didn't get me. All the women are drawn beautifully. I don't know, I seem to be picking up these books that all have this color theme of nighttime or close to it. You can see the bad guys coming in for the kill on this. And just want to say though, the colorist did an excellent job. Even though it's kind of everything's kind of dark, it's all kind of nighttime. There's a lot of depth to this coloring and the variations of the color I really liked. And you can see that this is probably the best I've seen Harley Quinn drawn in a long time. I really thought she looked beautiful in this. She starts out, she's just gotten out of released from prison for her work on the Suicide Squad. They said, you erased all your red ink, you're free to go. The Huntress is in it. She makes her appearance, and she's kind of been stalking in the background. Here she's talking to police officer Montoya from the Gotham City Police, who she's working with. Montoya is actually acting as a bad cop with the Mexican cartel. She's infiltrated, acting like a rogue cop, but she's actually being like a double agent. She's got her what do you want to call it? She's staying with Gotham. She's for Gotham all the way. But you can see these is really nicely drawn. Keep moving through here quicker. So we talked about Harley Quinn. She's released. She's also kind of goes through a period where she's talking to herself. First I thought she was talking to somebody on a cell phone, but it's actually herself. It's Quinn talking to Quinzel, basically. They're going back and forth. And here Black Canary kind of makes her appearance in here. She started up a band. Her drummer, Byron, who's a woman, so that's a weird name, but I didn't understand if she's supposed to be a different gender leaning or what. But she's drawn beautiful as well. Her name's Dinah, and she's the Black Canary. And they kind of spend the first 2/3 of this just trying to get this whole group together, these four gals. Harley wants to be a crime fighter, and that's her big story. I want to say like the first 2/3, 3/4 of the book, the dialogue is really wonky. It's not smooth. It doesn't flow. The characters can kind of be interchangeable. There is a run-in here, as we see here. There's a run-in with Joker's gang as they're trying to get Harley back to the Joker. So it's kind of neat the way they portray the Joker. They never show his face. So that was kind of interesting the way they did that all the way through. Yeah, the women, they finish each other's sentences. And there's one instance where two of the women finish the same sentence twice. Like they just stop in the middle of the sentence. One of them starts and the other one picks it up again at the end. It got kind of annoying to me. There was one of those typos too that bothers me where they don't use your correctly. They was supposed to be the possessive, the Y-O-U-R, and they spelled it Y-O-U-R''E. And I see that just kills me. So the editor missed that one. But like I said, the artwork is beautiful. The women in it are beautiful. They're well drawn. I'll show you some of these panels so you can see the depth of the coloring. Just really, really nice. Things just pop out. This is one of the action scenes. The action scenes are very quick in the beginning. Like they're a page or two, basically. A couple instances of that. And I'm going to skip to my favorite, one of my favorite shots. Oh, this is kind of a funny thing. This guy here, his name's Steve. And I thought it was Steve Rogers because I'd seen someone else's review of a comic. And the guy, Steve Rogers, looked exactly like that. And I go, oh, Steve Rogers is in this book. And then he dropped a S-bomb. And I realized, oh, that's not Steve Rogers. Because Steve Rogers doesn't do that. So we got the Huntress, Montoya, Black Canary, Harley Quinn. They're in there to take down this Mexican cartel, and I wish they would include that Mexican cartel gang in more. They were very interesting. They're just in it for a couple pages, and they go away for about 10, 15 pages, and they come back. And I was really kind of getting disappointed by the whole thing, but like I said, at the end, it really picked up nicely. The action was there. The dialogue got better. And I was like, where was the dialogue, this dialogue, the whole book? It wasn't as cringy. It was good. It made sense. I mean, you got a lot of this in the first 2/3, 3/4 of the book. They're just laying around talking, and then they're on a motorcycle, so I guess that's action. But yeah, I'll show you my favorite panel if we can get to it. And this is towards the end, and the fight scenes get good, the dialogue gets cute, it's great. And this is my favorite panel here. I just love this. It's a shot of the car going off over the guardrail down below, and Harley's just holding on, and it's just really nice. So it probably doesn't look as good on camera, but trust me, it's really impressive. It did a really nice job. So overall, I really can't recommend the book. Love the art. Like I said, the story is just, it could have been tighter. The dialogue certainly could have been better in the first 2/3, 3/4. And they needed to incorporate that Mexican cartel more. Yeah, there's a little bit of a twist at the end, and I don't want to give that away. In case you are interested, I mean, I think this would be good for fans of Birds of Prey, fans of Harley. I think you would really enjoy that. But everybody else, I'm not so sure, really. Fans of DC, Huntress doesn't have a big part in it. She stays in the background. Black Canary does have a lot, but it's not so much action. It's mostly just her kind of contemplating her life and the death of the drummer, Byron, who's strung out on drugs and has something to tie in with a cartel a little bit, I guess, or the other previous drug dealer. So as you can see, there's a lot of different looks of Harley. They look really good, and they did a good job. So I would recommend for people that like Harley and Birds of Prey most of all. That's what I got. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. I actually got 1 subscriber now, so things are really looking up. And I'm going to have another review pretty soon. It won't be a review. It's just going to be a special spectacular edition of the Temple of Tomes, but it will not be a review. And that'll probably be my next one. So that should be maybe uploading tonight as well. We'll see if I can get it done. Okay, so take care, everybody. Be safe. Be smart. Be kind to your fellow human being. Take care, and we'll see you later. This is Indie Comics Jones from the Temple of Tomes signing out.